guys, my name is Troublemaker. This is another game. This time we're doing some protoses. So we'll speed ahead past all the boring stuff. What about this? I open with a 1-rax expand into a 5-rax. Then I push with Marines just to kind of get a grasp what he's doing, and then I tech from there based on what he gets. If he gets Robotech, I get Medivacs and then Vikings. If he gets other tech, he gets what's it called? Templar tech. Then I do something else. So what I've done here is kind of odd, and you never see this in TvP, and this is really the first time for me. It's kind of, I've been experimenting in all builds except for TvT. It just doesn't work with this, the eBay block. Because I'm going to take my expansion, and nothing is going to stop me. So, I don't know. I got it down. My objective with the eBay block is pretty much always to try and force him to expand here, or alternatively build like just a bunch of gateways instead of an expansion, and that'll put him pretty far behind. And I'll be pretty secured behind my bunker. So he's kind of forced to do a 4-gate all-in because of the eBay, I guess. He might have been planning to do this anyway, I have no idea. But I have moved up to 6-rax, which is pretty good, and I should be taking gas decently soon. But yeah, all is pretty secure on the western front. Never eat soggy wieners. Yeah, we're on the west. We're on the western front. I could build another bunker, which would be a good idea. Defending a 4-gate with 1 bunker is pretty brutal. You usually want 2, especially if they're good and they have like 20,000 sentries. They can sentry your bunker so that you can't repair it. Those guys, yeah. So what we're going to do here is just keep maxing out on these Marines and keeping our supply depots good, and we should have a lot of units. And here comes the heavily delayed guys. Unfortunately, my SCVs just weren't in position on time, and I'm pulling all my SCVs. I should have kept the mule there though, but I just do this thing. So he runs away. He doesn't want to push too much because he just kind of knows that this is kind of problem territory. This build is really good against a 4-gate, mostly because you just have like a shit ton of Marines, and the 4-gate kind of relies heavily on Z-Lot sentry. And here comes once again pulling off all those SCVs. Probably shouldn't pull off that many. I was probably safe, but speeding this up, we're doing a little bit of jip-jab. I just want to get the bunker out. Like once I get that bunker out, I feel pretty secure, and I'm unfortunately throwing away probably too many SCVs. So he's going to continue this 4-gate pressure. Unfortunately, I got the bunker, and I got lots of SCVs just chilling like maximum villains. And he doesn't have the bunker. So he has his probe here in position to lay down a nexus. He is in fact going into the late game. Has he done the damage? Yes. He's caught himself pretty well right up. And my guys weren't working, so he's actually decently ahead. My little SCV's been here the whole time, just chilling. If you look on the map, you can't see the SCV. It's not there. It's kind of like muddled in the building. And I see everything he's doing, and it takes him a long time to figure this SCV's here. And a lot of people do this. I mean, if you're not Korean, you're not going to figure that out. And so, because of this push, I am going to continue with my barrackses, and I can't remember what I do from here, but this is the nice thing, the 6-rax. 6-rax used to be kind of cheesy, but it's moved into sort of a standardized play, and it leaves you with a lot of options. So we're taking, I guess, SCVs with us. That'll buffer some damage, and yeah, we go and get a free pyloner. Probably should have gone for this good old stalker here first, but whatevs. Free stalkers. And he's got lots of pylons everywhere. The thing about game this early, when you have one base, you really don't have a lot of you can't really supply this will supply block kind of thing, that you can't really just throw away pylons like you could. And there's the funny thing, I stole this dude here. I know, yes, Twilight Tech. I don't see the robo because it's just not in range, but I see. Actually, I don't. But I see it. I see he hasn't added too much around. He only has one. I could actually drill this out and depower him probably. So yeah, this is like a little push. The goal here isn't to do damage, but to threaten force. And as you can see, he's going for his third base, and so it's about time I start, spending my money. I'm not. Any traps units here, and that's what I run. This is kind of like, I don't know, the biggest fear of every Terran is like, these big rocks work against you because one force field blocks. So we run home. Still heavy on Marines. We have lots of money. We can do a lot of stuff. I haven't been macroing the best in this game, I'll be honest. Still ahead on Harvesters, which is good. Whenever you can be ahead on Harvesters, the Terran's always good. And I gotta lay down some more barracks because honestly I am just money, 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 money. More barracks the better. I still don't think I know about this stuff. No, and he hasn't really given me any kind of inclination of this stuff. And so he's finally caught my SCV. That's unfortunate. And I should have probably taken a little scoot around, but I didn't. I did not. So, got a pretty sizable army of pure Marine. He's got Robotech and he's got Templar Tech, which is bad. Both of those is bad. And thankfully he doesn't have any just yet. But I can't defend against either of those. That's my big problem. I also don't have any real upgrades, which is also pretty bad. And he's got charge lots. But I do have just, a pretty severe, severely big army size. He's got a lot of sentry power, a lot of sentry power available. So this is kind of big fear, is just too much of this. And you can still win with Marines. Like, Marines are pretty good. All the while this is happening, what's happening at home? Double gas, got gas going on. I'm too rich on money. I need to spend it. And, this is the unfortunate side of things. I'm playing really terribly, and a six-rax is just really good. We're doing a little split action here. You can get the probes to stop working temporarily. And, we're doing decent damage. Trading it quite effectively. I think so myself. And so at this point we're going to do, we're going to have an expansion, and we're going to have lots of Marine production. Some others. I'm getting these upgrades. I was rallying them forward, but I'm going to stop doing that now. I'm going to stop doing that. That battle went really well for me. Anytime your number's positive and theirs is negative, that's always good. And so now we're switching into mid-game. This should have been done, this process here, should have been done a long time ago. But I'm kind of forced to do it very late. We're getting double gas and expansion, so we can forward more Marauders. And this guy is doing what? Well, he's doing this thing where he gets the double forge, but doesn't use them. He'll probably use them. There you go. And he's going to get the good old Colossus. Don't be afraid of Colossus. Colossus are not that scary. Once you get to, know them or not. So, he's got a observer following me around. We're just looking around, trying to clear any kind of scoutings, making sure he's not checking any sneaky fourths and whatnot. Just trying to keep him a little bit honest. He has no sentries, so he's not going to be able to carve me. Oh, okay, he warped in two, as I said that. But yeah, you need sentries to carve in units. And I have big ball of units. And, that's just something to note. My food is 185, and it's all useless units. His is 136, and it's all very useful units. I have a shit ton of Marines, a lot of Marauders, and 2 Vikings. This is a really bad composition for this, but I'm max food. So, in the spirit of the max food push, da 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 da, a move da 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 da, low APM, low APM, APM. Actually, that's not too bad. I thought it'd be a lot lower. And yeah, when you have a lot of units, you can just clean up. Now, was it an effective trade? We're about the same place you were, except now I have, a lot more stuff to push him with. And it's not a money thing on his part. His money's been kept very low. It's totally a macro thing. I powered up, and now I'm good to go. I'm not going to build any more Vikings because, I got my 2, and I don't know whether he's going to continue building Colossus. I'll build when he gets his Colossus out, and there's his Colossus. Oh god. Double back. Oh god, double Robo. That's not good. That's not good. But it's okay because the answer to double robo is actually this like double starport. You should lay down their starport and get more Vikings out. So we're doing the push, and my computer's liking the shit. Okay, let's try this again. So all my units are pretty weak and injured, so I'm not going to do a lot with this push. Clear some gateways, which is good. Clearing out gateways is always good. I'll land our Vikings, try to do a little bit of harassment with them. And you can also, like, you go into the main, because you don't want to put units there. And it's like, I land them actually before I see this, and so it's like, oh shit, right? So he's in kind of a little bit of trouble. He was waiting heavily on these Colossus show up, hoping they beat him. Now the Colossus are quite weak. This little action I did here is a good thing to do, because he can only warp in units in one place. This is the ideal place because you can split up units effectively and deal with two things. But you bring like these guys up here, he's kind of forced to like split up his efforts, and he's just going to lose. So this is where the game's kind of over, but he's not leaving, and it's awkward. There we go. No good game. Take these SCVs, move them over here, get another command center down. Here's our double starport I was talking about. It's the answer to double robo. As soon as you see double robo, just drop down. Actually, even one robo you can do double starport, because one can do medevacs and one can do Vikings. So that's good. Upgrades, you know, you should slowly work on getting this, the ship weapons, not the ship armor. Ship armor is not that useful. And I almost always suggest getting double ups against protoss, just because every single protoss in the entire planet gets double ups himself, and it's really the only way to keep up. As you can see, like, I'm 1-1 right now with 2 coming in, and he's, you know, 1-1 as well. So he's got to keep up. So that's my protoss play. I mean, it's a lot of the seat of my pants. You basically build based on what you see. If he has High Templars, as in he has the Templar attack, you get ghosts. And if you see Colossus, lay down 2 starports. You're gonna get 1 starport anyway for medevacs, but you get the second one just so you can get medevacs and Vikings. Easy peasy. You can do this and that. So we're gonna see a little bit of holo from the 2 helicopters, and they both disposition themselves, as always, because everyone always right clicks their anti-aircraft right on it, trying to get in position to snipe that